should have done the stream loading buffer beforehand. But we're live now. Hi everyone, welcome back to Compass Rose Productions. Tonight we're playing Cozy Town. Logan can say some things about that because I haven't played it before. Please say hello over on this side to our guest Colin, who is my son, basically, effectively. He's a nerd and he draws things.
Really good things.
I'm good at introductions.
Cool. Did you want to say anything about yourself, Colin, to introduce yourself?
Well, I guess I could.
You probably should.
Theoretically. Well, I'm Colin. I'm a freshman in college, I guess sophomore now. I like money. I'm living in a new city. Cicadas are the worst, but that's fine, I guess. I guess people can locate me based on the cicada zone. Now they know where I am, but that's okay.
The cicada zone is a whole lot bigger than your one area.
It's a whole, but I mean, you know,
it covers several states.
Well, then I guess we're good news. I'm several states somewhere.
You are several states.
I am
as a
several
person
states,
are
yes.
several states.
Great. This is
so expensive.
I know. Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Colin.
You're welcome.
So yes, like Scotty said, we're going to be playing Cozy Town, which is by Jamila Nejati of Sword Queen Games, who just finished his super awesome Kickstarter. Congrats, Jamie, for Once More Into the Void. So go
I've
check
been seeing that
there.
On Kickstarter. I put it on my list, but didn't.
I backed it,
money to support
so
it,
I got you. It looks so good, and everything that Jamie makes is amazing, so it's going to be awesome. It uses the Firebrands framework, so I'm really excited about it. Anyway, this is another one of Jamie's very excellent games called Cozy Town. It's a game of cozy community building. And the idea is that we're creating and exploring a community that is safe and cozy, and basically the whole aim of the game is to make your fellow players just go, "Aww." So that is what we're doing today. And I'm very excited. I have played this a couple of times before, and I have indeed said "Aww" numerous times, so can confirm. This game is very good. Alrighty, so we will be using a couple of tools today. Currently we have a blank canvas in Miro.
That I'm not set up to stream yet.
That's fine.
And that I have not found yet.
It's just a blank canvas. There's nothing on there to be seeing yet. We're going to be drawing all of it from scratch. Ever our brains desire. And we also be using a standard deck of playing cards, which we pull on our turns, and that gives us a prompt and basically helps us build this lovely little community. So there are a number of steps to go through just to kind of set the context for the game, and kind of see what kind of game we want to play. So the first thing to do...
No?
Still having a think?
My mother texted me on Discord. The chat is open and visible. We can see it. You are welcome to talk in the actual Twitch chat, folks. Saying that she can't hear us, but according to Streamlabs, we should be fine.
Weird.
Hi, I'm Gender.
So I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't think it's my fault if we can't be heard. I don't know. I'm the only outlier here. Oh God.
Yeah,
I need to all this out.
I'll pop into the stream.
My mixer says that everyone should be audible.
I'm looking at an ad, but I'm about to be in the stream right now. So let me mute myself and then
I can hear you.
Echo. Oh, I'm okay. Maybe your mom is having some issues with
It must be on her end. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. What were we saying, Logan?
So the first step to do is we have to decide who are we? What kind of characters are we going to be? What kind of beings? So the invitation is to create non-human characters. The last time I played, we were all plants, and it was very cute. So there are some suggestions that we could go with. We could be on a small tropical island, and we could be small pigs that swim in the blue waters. Or we could be a small group of sentient guardian succulents living in a mystical twilight grove in a fantasy world. We could
Don't
be
look at my-
cats in an ancient Japanese temple. We could be fairies building homes in building a home on the dreams and wishes of one of Jupiter's moons, or anything we want.
Just whatever we want. Well, I have a horde of succulents that are kind of washed out back here. But we could do that. I don't know. Or just like basically whatever you wanted to do. You could just
Yeah, we can have like a mix. We can have some succulents and some
interesting.
cats and whatever else. So Colin's feeling
Sentient
succulents.
clothes. I don't know.
Sentient clothes.
It's fun.
interesting.
Little tap
I'm
dance
not sure
crews
about
and-
sentient clothes.
You don't like the
Um,
Disney movies, the sentient clothes, the like.
Oh, that's not what I think of when I think of sentient clothes.
Well, what do you think of when you think of sentient clothes?
A certain anime that I'd rather not spend time thinking
Oh,
about.
well, that's your own fault. I think.
It's
I was
not
just
my
thinking
fault.
of a
I've
little
literally
pair
never
of
seen it.
socks.
It's just trapped in my head.
Okay,
Let it
Oh.
out.
that's unfortunate.
Okay, so maybe not sentient clothes.
We can avoid that for now. Yeah, I'm good with little plant guys.
Little plant beans. And where do we live? Like in a real world garden, in a fantasy garden? Is there magic in this world?
What about bioluminescent plants? That's like in a magical little sparkly place.
Like a cave? Bioluminescent
Sure.
cave?
Mushrooms. Are those
Yes.
plants or animals? Or are they?
Yes.
I don't know. It's fine.
Fungi are just
well, they're-
fungi.
Yeah.
They're fun and they're gay.
They can also be mushrooms, yeah.
Sweet,
Bioluminescent
cool.
mushrooms and other plants. In a cave.
In a
Is there
cave.
water in this cave?
Absolutely. But it like drips
Like
Slowly.
from the ceiling?
from the ceiling. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, we are bioluminescent fungi and other associated plants in a cave with water that drips.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, the game now guides us to chat about how long we want to play for. And given our stream time, be 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how we feel. We'll have a break in the middle. And basically, yeah, we will just keep pulling cards, and then when we decide we would like to finish, yeah, we just kind of do an epilogue together and end there. So it's a really easy game to sort of pick up and put down at any time. All right, so now we're going to flesh out our town a little bit more. And as we do, I invite you to start drawing in our Miro board what it looks like. Colin, I saw you make a face. I'm intrigued. What does that face mean?
I'm getting a welcome to Miro when I click on the link that you gave me. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the
welcome.
board. I just see the Miro general screen.
Oh,
I know.
Cody's in the board. Maybe I'll give you another link, perhaps.
I don't know anything about Miro. I've never used it.
My other face is I've used it, and drawing is certainly interesting on it. And I have a tracker pad, so we'll have some fun.
I also have a tracker pad. It's going to be great.
Woohoo! Alrighty, well, we'll get to it. There I am.
Hey, Colin.
Yay! So it's just blank. Okay, there
Yeah.
I am. Wonderful.
Cool. So, How are we feeling? Are we gonna have like a top-down view of this cave? I feel like that's the best way to go.
That's
Yeah.
probably the best option. Yeah.
I would
So,
assume.
do you want to draw a random shape that is the shape of our cave?
I don't know how to use Miro.
Okay, so there's a
Alright,
little
so-
pen tool that I assume would do something
Yeah. There's a
on
pen
the
tool.
left margin. It's like in the middle with you press P.
Or you can press P to bring it up, and
Oh,
it will bring out another menu.
Nope.
We love it.
Okay, I'm not gonna enjoy that. I think.
And you have a tablet, right?
I do
Really
have a
showing us
tablet.
up. Damn.
However, that did not enjoy working with my tablet. I don't.
Interesting.
Miro is definitely an interesting program.
Yeah, I'm gonna not know how to do anything in this. I've never.
There's shape tools that you could do. You could do like an arrow, like a rounded square, and then maybe make levels
Bunch
or
of circles
something.
together. Ooh,
Yeah.
levels. Hey, Colin's getting creative.
I know.
I
What do
don't
you
know what I'm
expect from
doing. I
me?
don't think I'm gonna get anywhere with Miro right now.
No worries, we can learn as we go. Colin, do you want to draw
I
the
can
shape
make
of the
some
cave
levels.
instead?
It'll be cute.
A level.
Or a
leveled cave.
rectangular. So we'll have this to start with, and then we can like, oh, well, I don't want to move it. I want to draw on top of it. If we do this, so it's like tiered, like a cake, you know? Yeah.
Cake cave.
Yeah. So there's two, and then let's zoom out because we can use infinite space, right?
Yeah.
Let's circle around it and be good. Like so. Maybe that's like a pool of water or something. Yeah. That sounds good. Or,
So the circle is the pool of water,
yes.
and
we've got
then we've got
these guys. And if we wanted to, we could go in with the tracker pad and draw them.
and draw on top of them, drawing them.
Yeah.
Where things are. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's basically out of our cave. So far, it may change. Who knows? And now we're going to pick some features of our town and some friends and some events. And this will kind of set up the background for what's kind of moving and shaking in our town. So there are some options here to choose from.
Mhm.
But again, the invitation is always to create your own. So we can have things like farming ground, a blessed cemetery, a candy store, bakery, bookstore, somewhere known for natural beauty, a workshop, central meeting place, artist street, things like that.
Mhm.
So what kind of places exist? We can pick 3 to 6.
I mean, I think there should be a communal garden.
Are the mushrooms growing other plants?
Well,
Or is it just where
yeah.
they live?
Okay.
I mean, mushrooms have to eat something, right?
Maybe they're growing other mushrooms.
Does that make it a nursery
Or
then?
perhaps the plants that they grow in their communal garden are in fact their, livestock and pets.
I can get behind that. Like, they're not mushrooms. They're plants. And we can grow
Because
them.
mushrooms are... No one really knows what mushrooms are.
Mushrooms are sentient. That's
Mushrooms
what we're
are
getting from.
something. Mushrooms
We
existed
don't know.
before us and will exist after us. That's all we need to know about mushrooms. They don't care about us.
But I care
I'd like
about
to think... Yeah, we all care about that. I'd like to think there's like there's one spot on the cave ceiling where all the like teenage mushrooms knows the cool place to hang out.
Oh, it's got like the bouncing lights, or not bouncing lights, but like the party
There's,
lights.
yeah, something in the rocks there are like really refractive and reflective.
And it's all the mushroom that like hangs out on the wall, like the carpet mushrooms and stuff, moss maybe. I can get behind that.
I'm calling
So
it
we've got
the
a cool hang
on
spot. We've got a communal garden. I think we need like something by the water pool. You know those blind shrimp that live in caves?
I do not go on.
Well, they're a blind shrimp that live in caves. I'm not sure what they're called because I saw this in like Blue Planet like 10 years ago. But there's blind shrimp that live in caves and they're blind because there's no light there. But they can hang out in the water and have fun, I guess, with the sentient mushroom bioluminescent folks.
Are these just like a neighboring town that happens to live in the lake that our cave
Yeah.
is on?
Yeah, like human town to merfolk settlement ratio, like kind of comparison, you know.
Okay.
They're still in the cave, but like there's water cave and there's like less water cave.
I feel like that the blind shrimp would count as friends of our town rather than a feature. So
That's
I'm going to
fair.
put them under the friends subheading.
And like the feature can be like a cool little water place, like a lake, a puddle, a stream of some sort.
Oh, yeah? A puddle, like where the mushrooms and the shrimp hang out together?
Yeah, like a water park or something
Oh, what?
in the puddle.
So
Yeah.
it's a shrimp water park puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Shrimp water park puddle. That is, you know, a sentence I never thought I would say. But here we are.
Oh, well, there you go. You
You're
said it now.
welcome. I'm sure you guys are both thrilled that we're getting tired calling on stream tonight. I have so much creativity. I've been drawing masks all day. Gotta think about shrimp now, I guess.
Shrimp.
Apparently, that's where your mind has gone, is to shrimp. Could it be you feel a kindred to shrimp?
I might be hungry. I think I had some sushi tonight. I have more sushi for
seafood.
later.
It's in the vibe.
I had shrimp stir fry on Monday and Tuesday.
Delightful. Okay.
All right, so we've got some features of our town, and now we get 2 to 3 friends of our town as well. So we've got the blind shrimp in there already.
Yes,
What
we do.
other kind of neighbors that, you know, are around like that support and cherish us?
What if there were sentient sounds?
Like screaming in caves. Like
I wasn't planning on screaming. I was thinking more tinkling.
Oh,
Tinkling.
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 Well, that's definitely more wholesome than
That's
what
super
my
cool.
thought was.
Yeah, I don't know why you went to screaming. We're playing a game called Cozy
Well,
Town, but
oh yes, yeah. Maybe just like a visiting like person who's lost in the cave, who's really
just one
happy.
random human that got lost.
One random human.
He's one of like the hardcore mountain guys, so he's got like the dad shorts on and like I don't know,
Head torch.
Head torch. He's doing okay, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Awesome. So our friends of our town are some blind shrimp, some sentient tinkling sounds, and one random human.
Perfect. This is what I want my town to be.
What's the name of this one random human, though?
I mean, do we know?
Garrett.
Like, we speak Garrett. Garrett, the random
Garrett.
human.
Yeah. That seems like a mountain climber who'd get lost kind of name. I'm sorry if you're watching and your name is Garrett. I have
Colin
nothing
is predicting
Garretts.
your future. You are destined to go mountain climbing and get lost. So maybe don't go mountain climbing.
Don't try to thwart your future. You're just gonna end up with a whole.
Well, you're gonna end up in this
array
really
of-
cozy cave, so maybe just go for it.
Yeah, you'll
maybe.
have a party with the weird moss lake and things on
You
the
can go to the shrimp water park.
stalagmites.
Because
Stalactites.
the shrimp water park is definitely sized for Garrett, the random human
His
who has
finger
gotten
can go.
lost.
He's just watching.
Like those little
He can be the
finger skateboards, the
photographer.
tech decks.
Yes.
Oh,
Excellent. This is
Yeah.
exciting. And now we can come up with 3 to 4 events in our town.
Well, when Garrett
um,
arrived, was an event,
Garrett.
I'm sure.
these are like
Or like holidays.
holidays. Yes, it's
An
like
anniversary
Imagine
of Garrett's
Oh,
arrival.
okay. Anniversary of Garrett's arrival. What do we call that though? Do we
Garrett
call
Day.
it Garrett Day.
Um,
I'm spelling Garrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. Like I don't know if that's how you're meant to spell it.
I think there are a couple of ways to spell it, and that's one of them.
yeah, that seems fine to me.
If
If
there's
I
a
remember
Garrett in the
correctly,
chat,
it's derived from Gareth.
Is there
Which
a
is a different
Garrett
name?
in the chat?
I doubt it. But like, if there is,
If there is, I think
We'll
that would
spell
be
it your
really
way.
funny. Yeah,
no cost.
Yeah.
no cost. I actually can't
Alright.
see the chat. I'm probably streaming. I'm doing it wrong. That's my own fault.
If you're
Oh,
on the Twitch page, up in the top right corner, there's a little arrow with a line next to it, and you could pop the chat open that way.
Alright, Garrett Day. Amazing.
It's
I want to say there's like a music festival of some sort when the tinkling sounds come around
tinkling
and we can like
sounds.
play in the water and make sounds that way. So I'm
I
gonna call
agree.
it the Festival of Sound.
Okay. What else can we have? I think there's got to be like I don't know, maybe a graduation day for all of the
Like a
weird
coming of age
lichen
ceremony.
folks. Yeah. I mean, I said graduation day just because that's what's going on. Everyone's graduating, but all of the like weird lichen can like come down and they can mature somewhat amongst.
What
Or they can
happens during this coming of age ceremony?
I don't
though?
know.
Maybe
Sounds.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
But a coming of age ceremony.
Maybe they're all reformed into another type of mushroom, broken down, put back together, bigger, better, faster, stronger. You know.
So they go through a teleporter on the Starship Enterprise, one of the transporter pads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. I understand now.
Kind of sounds like almost like a reincarnation day.
If Picard went through the teleporter on the Enterprise and came back with hair is what I'm talking about. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if that would be better, but it would be a change.
Well, there is a picture somewhere online of Picard in a really bad toupee from a costume test that they did with him early on, because I don't remember someone swore up and down that the captain couldn't be bald. Put him in a toupee, and then they went, bald's
No.
better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair. That's a fair point. All right, so we've got the bones of our town here, and it is gonna grow. And we're gonna as we explore it more. But we've got plenty of awesome stuff to work with. So, each turn of play, we will draw a card, and that is representative of 1 week in our town. So on their turn, the active player will draw a card, and I'll share the prompt, or Scotty, if he has it open, can share the prompt as well. There is a matching question or event, and there are 2 options to choose from, and you can pick either one and follow the instructions that it gives you. We can like riff on it a little bit as a group, but whoever drew the card ultimately gets to decide what happens, what goes. So once you've drawn a card and followed the instructions, you can then change or grow an existing feature in the town, have a friend visit the town, like Garrett can show up randomly one day, or we can start kicking off an event in our town.
Cool.
And I'll help figure out how to play as we go, because I've played before. And if at any point like you have suggestions like, what about this, what about that, just like obviously shout in at any time, and we can just build this cozy little town together. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go first. We have a shared deck of cards on playingcards.io, a very handy site. So I'm just gonna draw a card, flip it over. It is the 9 of Hearts. So here we go. 9 of Hearts. So I have two options. Okay. We can choose this one. There's a new luxury shop in town. What charming treasures do they offer? Change the map if need be. So I'm gonna say, does shrimp have like exterior shells? Like, I don't know a lot about shrimp. Can someone tell me a bit more about
I
the anatomy of
believe.
Yeah,
Let
they
me
have an
look up our blind
exoskeleton.
shrimp.
shrimp?
They have an exoskeleton that
Yep.
I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of cooking shrimp before. It sounds like you haven't. But if you want to cook fresh shrimp, you have to peel the exoskeleton off. Well, I mean, you don't have to. You can cook them with the shell on and make the people eating peel them. But if you want to consume a shrimp, you have to peel the shell off of it at some point in the preparation or consumption process. I just kicked a cat. I'm sorry, Tilly. I
Oh,
didn't realize that
no.
you were down there. She's under my desk.
Is that a new phrase for kicking the bucket, kicking the cat? I don't know.
No.
Don't kick the
Maybe not
cat.
kicking the bucket. There's... Anyway.
You're very small, Tilly, and I love you. But I really wish you wouldn't lay there because it's really easy for me to kick you when you're right there. Because I can't see you. She doesn't care. She's sleeping.
I'm staying here, Dad.
A Google search has informed me that
Mhm.
blind shrimp often have a friend, the blind cave fish. And the shrimp, or I guess maybe they're not blind shrimp, but like the shrimp will lead the cave fish around. That's a fly. Oh. But yeah. It's really
So they're
cool.
actually seeing eye shrimp?
So they're actually seeing eye shrimp, I think.
For these fish.
Yeah.
But we
That's
have
amazing.
blind shrimp. Do the blind shrimp
Yeah,
have seeing eye
I
fish?
think that would be fun. I'm not sure. We could just say they do.
The blind shrimp have seeing eye fish.
Mm-hmm. They're very
Excellent.
small. Or
Right,
maybe
okay,
they're like
so yes.
sized. Who knows?
So we have shrimp, and they have exoskeletons. We have decided this is true. So I'm going to say the new luxury shop in town that has been set up is of an effort to sort of reuse broken bits of shrimp exoskeleton that have fallen off, and they're being drudged up. The shrimp are bringing them up to the surface, and maybe there's a mushroom crafts person who is
Craft shroom.
a craft shroom is gonna say like painting on them. So yeah, these these paintings are a nice little luxury. So I'm going to I've put a shrimp in the water, and I'm gonna try to find a painting icon and put it, or a paint icon. No, there's no paint or paint, or maybe just art. Oh, helps if you look in the right thing, huh?
Oh no, where'd the mural board go? Oh, there it is.
Okay, this is going to be the little icon for the art shop. It's right on the edge of the cave and the wall.
A little palette.
Yes.
Aww.
How fun.
So we can find like clip art and put it in there.
So
That makes
that's my town, my card that I pulled, and then I can either grow or change an existing feature, have a friend visit, or start an event. And I'm going to take Colin's cue and add the seeing eye fish.
So
I'm going to introduce
blind
that.
shrimp and they're seeing eye fish.
Yeah, that's going to be a new feature of our town.
Companions.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Which fishy chili.
That's I think that's actually a thing. Watchmen gobies are actually seeing eye fish for these like shrimp that dig caves. in saltwater, like reach situations. So the watchman Goby will look out and make sure nothing's like annoying the shrimp, and then they both go into the little burrow at night, and I guess exist together.
Huge.
I know.
Okay. There we go. We have a shrimp and some fish and a little art shop in our town.
Lovely.
And that is my turn. So
Right.
now we go to the next player.
Who's the next player?
Who would I like to be? Colin or
I
Scotty? Who's going to draw a
I
card?
can go
Yeah.
if I got the Queen of Spades. If this was hearts, I would have lost, but it's not. So what should I do?
So the Queen of Spades prompt is: a teacher moves in and joins the community. Who are they, and what new school do they establish?
Okay. I'm going to say, and this is like from another town, right? So I'll say some of the seeing the shrimp, the blind shrimp, come in and they set up a town, or a little school that helps integrate the mushroom and aquatic communities. You know, so it facilitates cultural exchange between these two similar yet, you know, separated by water. It's gonna have like, it's like a little cup of water that is like got a straw or
The school
something.
is
They
the
can
cup of
talk to
water.
each other
They
through.
just Garrett brought them a little glass and set up some sort of pulley system with a small, like a little teacup to bring the shrimp up
It's
out
like a
of
thermos, and the lid is
to bring the shrimp up out of the water and into the school that's the glass.
Exactly.
there.
So they can
Amazing.
like, you know, talk to each other. And some of the teenager blind shrimp and the teenager like mushrooms are having secret parties together.
Oh no.
I guess in the cup, because you
I'm
know.
sure they'd find another place to hang out. You'd
Yeah,
hang out at
they-
school.
Yeah, you gotta find like a shoe or something and fill it with water, and they can go hang out there. Try not to give Garrett a fungal foot infection, but maybe
Oh.
he just gets one. I'm sorry, Garrett. You
He's fine.
shouldn't have come into the mountains alone.
Wild.
With one rope that broke. I don't know.
Is that why
okay.
he's stuck? Is because his climbing rope broke?
I'm sure. Maybe he's stuck by this puddle because he like injured his foot, and that's why his shoe is off.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Garrett.
It's like, wrap it up, and now,
I have nothing against any Garrett who is watching this stream.
You sure are wishing a lot of harm on this one random human, though.
I mean, I'm just trying to rationalize why he would stay next to this puddle for so long.
Well, because he made friends with them.
Okay.
You can come and go and explore the cave.
Okay, maybe he just doesn't like his left shoe for some reason.
Maybe
He
he
didn't
brought an
injure
extra
him.
pair.
That's
I feel
smart.
like Garrett's
Okay.
very pathetic. So I feel like the one super important thing that he really should have brought, like an extra rope. He has like 2 of everything else.
Yeah, he has like 2 Bluetooth speakers as well.
That'll be great for the Festival of Sound.
I know.
It will.
Colin, do you want to add
Should
an
I write?
icon or something, or draw something?
Oh yes.
to
What did we decide?
represent-
Like a little cup. We'll get a Yeti cup from clip art.
What's a Yeti cup? Is that an American brand?
Oh, you don't know the
I have
Yeti
a
cup?
Yeti.
Oh wow,
Yetis,
bougie.
yeah. I'm real bougie with my having no spare money for
Oh,
anything.
it's not transparent. but it's
Yetis are obviously this is not sponsored, but Yetis are one of the top brands for like reusable water bottles.
Yeah, they're kind of coming to be a class thing, I've heard, which is interesting because their coolers run like $1,000.
Yeah, they're very
more.
very expensive. I would say
Actually,
they're worth
yeah.
it.
I lost
But-
a Yeti cup when I was moving.
Unfucking fortunate.
I
'Cause
know.
they're so expensive.
It was a gift as well. Oh, I didn't have
We're
to
just
pay
gonna
for
leave
it.
this massive Yeti cup.
Is that fine? It's a school, or does it need to be smaller?
It could be to size. Like, how big is?
Yeah, I thought that would be to size, you know, and we can make more things on top of it.
Mm-hmm. And around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put some shrimp around it.
I didn't know how to crop it quick enough. See, look at that. Or they can't see, but
There we go. There's shrimp in there.
There
Need some
we go.
mushrooms.
yeah, we do. Is there clip art on there?
Yeah. The icon finder.
Oh.
So like little clip arty things. That's where I've been grabbing stuff. Well, there's the Mario mushrooms are here.
What does it look like?
Icon finder.
Icon
Go to the
finder, I
three
found
dots. You got it?
Yeah.
I like this little purple mushroom.
Oh, there's a nuke. Okay, that was a little bit. This guy looks like a funky teenager mushroom.
The
this
purple
guy.
one is a funky teenager mushroom.
This is
So
a
he's
funky
hanging out at the
teenager. Yeah. Oh, we have to have a shoe for the other party. What kind of shoe should it be?
It's gotta be like a
I-
hiking boot, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll look in the icon finder now that I know it exists. There's a lot of high-heeled shoes. Here, this one looks. There's no hiking boot, but there's like a little track shoe. This guy. This is where all the cool
that's a good
guys
one,
hang
too.
out.
That's where all the cool kids are.
Yeah. Oh no.
Garrett left sneaker. Where the cool kids hang out.
Just a few mushrooms in this shoe. It's okay. He donated it for a good cause. Do you have any shrimp over there?
Grab some shrimp. What about? Cool. So I feel like adding the shoe was adding a feature, growing a feature to our town.
Oh, probably.
Totally works. So now we're up to Scotty. Your own car.
Fantastic. That's a 7 of hearts.
The duck out, or shall I read the options to you?
I think it's best if you do. I've got a lot of things open.
No worries. All right, so you have two options for this. First option is 3 new establishments are built in our town. What are they? Why do they make everyone happier? Change the map if need be. And the second one is there's a silly sickness going around town. How is it funny? What's the funny cure for it?
Oh goodness. Well, I'm bad at silly things, so
It's okay. We've
yeah,
made
I'm
an
not
interesting
the best
story.
at I'm not the best at silly, unfortunately. So I'm probably gonna go with the 3 new businesses, I guess. 3 new establishments.
Mhm.
I'm going to say that one of them, you know, caves can be a pretty good place to find clay. So I think one of them is a little pottery.
Mm.
And
Look up the clay pot.
I'm not having the best time with ideas today, folks.
One is good. I got this clay pot.
A little pottery.
For growing baby mushrooms. Do you grow mushrooms in pots, or do they just grow on walls?
Mushrooms just kind of grow wherever they want to.
Mm.
I've had mushrooms grow in my potted plants before. Mushrooms will grow on trees. Mushrooms will grow on cave walls. Mushrooms will grow wherever they want. It's where mushrooms will grow depends on the kind of mushroom. So different materials you have in an area will produce different mushrooms. That's why mushroom farming is like a thing that we can do, because we know, okay, these mushrooms grow specifically on this kind of tree, so if we have a bunch of this kind of tree around, we'll grow this kind of mushroom.
Yeah.
Um,
We're lucky Garrett doesn't like kicking mushrooms.
but yeah, no, it's a place to take clay and make little pots. It's a pottery.
That's very nice.
Nice.
I like that it's an upside down pot. I think that's very nice.
You can place that pot wherever you like, Scotty. It's currently
Oh,
in
hell
the
spells.
It's currently in the water.
let's just put him over there. That's a good place for him.
Nice.
I'm drawing.
I'm happy to
drawing
stick
a
with one.
blank. Okay.
Yeah, one sounds good.
And but it's just good to have things to do, creative things to do, fun ways to bond with people and make new things. So
To enrich the lives of these mushrooms and shrimps and Garrett.
Mhm.
Garrett can take up pottery now that he's stuck in his cave.
Mhm.
I'm
You
sure
can
he'll
just
enjoy it.
reach a couple of little fingers in there and help them make things.
It's the biggest thing we've ever created. It's the size of my thumb. But
All
yeah.
right, cool. So you've drawn a card. Nice. So now you can either take one of the existing things on the map and grow or change it. You can have one of our friends from the friend list arrive and visit. Or you can choose an event that we have or create your own
So
and start that kicking off.
I think I'm gonna kind of do 2 in 1.
Okay.
I think what's gonna happen here is Garrett's gonna take some of this clay, and he's gonna make a couple of little boats for the mushrooms to go boating on this little puddle. So we're just kind of adding a dock to this puddle.
Nice.
If I can find a boat. Can I have a boat? Can I have
Come on.
a canoe?
All right. Kayak. No,
we
probably
go.
can.
Little dock, so that they can go boating.
Nice.
I like boating. Boats are fun.
I've not been on a lot of boats. I've been on a couple of boats.
Yeah, we
Not
I
frequent.
think we technically still have it. It's just at an aunt's house, but we had a boat when I was a kid, and we used to take vacations every summer to a place called Beaver Lake in Arkansas. And we would go boating.
We had a
Um,
boat for a while, and it caught fire. And it didn't
Oh.
sink, but it just kind of like sat out there.
Boy howdy.
Yeah. We actually went to Canyon Lake in Texas.
I'm not gonna lie, I really miss Beaver Lake. The Christmas right before the pandemic started, we were talking about we should go to Beaver Lake next summer.
Damn. Yeah. We fed baby goats at Canyon Lake, which was really an experience. They're like
Adorable.
really enthusiastic about eating, but then sometimes they're like, I don't want
That's
to eat.
good.
So,
They were unenthusiastic.
mhm. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
at once. Like, I'm gonna bite your hand instead of like the correct bottle thing. It's fine.
They're just very excitable.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I have drawn the 10 of hearts.
We're drawing a lot of hearts.
Yeah. Which is cool. So I have two options. I can either do a lovely new forest suddenly appears nearby. Who lives there? Change the map if need be. Or there's a new birth in town. Tell us a bit about the family and their lives. Well, you know me, I love forests. So you know I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to say that a floating, it's not really a forest. I'm going to say it's like very, very light vines and things start growing over one particular area of the pond, and the mushrooms call it a forest. Who lives there? I imagine like lots of little bugs, I reckon, like water gliders and things live there.
Cool. So we've got some insects moving in nearby.
Mhm.
I'm going to find an icon for that. Like a lot to choose from, but like none of it's perfect, you know?
I feel like that's always how it goes.
I don't know, but I put it too far. Alright, that is our forest. Viney forest with bugs in it. And then I am going to... I want to kick off an event. So, which event? We've got 3 at the moment that we can choose from, but we can also create more. But to kick off an event, you tell everyone what the goal of the event is, and we kind of decide together what preparations need to be made in order to have this event come to full fruition. And then we sort of, usually you'd have a die from 1 to 6 representing how many weeks it's going to take, and each subsequent turn you turn it down 1, and when it hits 0 the event happens. But what I like to do is just put a number next to the event and mark check marks, and then once we hit 6 out of 6 or 5 out of 5, we know that the event is going to happen. So I'm really intrigued by the coming of age ceremony, and I would like to see what that looks like. So I'm going to kick off the coming of age ceremony. The goal of the coming of age ceremony is to, I guess, witness and encourage the teenagers of the community into taking on like new responsibility and like growing themselves and exploring and really holding them in that and being like, the world's your cave. So
Cave's your cave.
your cave is your cave. So that is the goal of the event. So what needs to happen in our community in order to do that?
Mm.
I feel like someone's got to write a speech.
I feel like Garrett has to like scrape off the like mushrooms from up there and gently replant them near the community.
Oh,
You
the
know?
teenage mushrooms?
Yeah, because they're like up on the ceiling of the cave, right?
Well, didn't they have the coming of age ceremony before Garrett arrived? How did they do that back then?
I don't know. Maybe it's a new Garrett inspired thing. Maybe they
I
learned
just
from
assumed that
Garrett.
they walk around.
They
I
just
was
walk
also
around.
kind of assuming that the mushrooms just walk around.
Listen, I don't know. They're mushrooms. They don't have legs, but
Yeah, but
maybe
this
they
is
do
magical
have legs.
mushrooms.
Okay.
They
Then
hop around
that's-
like the mushrooms in Fantasia.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
They're just like, well, somehow they gotta be convinced to come down. So maybe there's like a huge banging party, like a banger party.
One last hurrah.
One last hurrah, yes. Like
Yeah, so we've got to prepare a
mushroom
party.
prom. There we go.
Mushroom prom shroom? So we gotta have a party. I feel like there's gotta be some area like decorated or set up or something for them.
Yeah, like a little building. Oh.
A promenade.
Mm. So I reckon
I'm sure they want to integrate with like the blind shrimps as well, because I'm sure there's like
combine.
a few blind shrimps that are coming of age as well. That's how time works. Yeah.
Totally. So we've got to coordinate with the blind shrimp as well and their seeing eye fish.
Maybe Garrett has like a little inner tube type thing, flotation device for his phone. That, because he's very prepared, so he wouldn't want to like have his phone sink in the water.
And it's like one of those ones you can put underwater, like take photos underwater.
Yeah, something like that.
Totally.
So like a
Like
little
the
floaty
box.
Ziploc bag or something, but like for a phone, so it's like a little bit fancier.
Nice. I reckon that's gonna take 4 weeks.
Solid
Pretty
month
number.
of preparation for the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta have a party, and then you gotta have the preparation for the
Coordinate
party.
with everyone. Yeah, make sure
Yeah.
get Garrett's phone case, get that all ready to go.
Thieve it or something. I don't know. Convince him to hand it over.
I mean,
don't know,
he's
how
a
do they-
friend, right?
Well, how do
Mm,
they
he's friendly.
communicate with Garrett?
Carefully.
Do they have to like spell out like
Gently.
words with like lay a certain way so they can speak English to him? Wouldn't that be terrifying?
I'm
You're
in
in a
this
cave.
side of the A. You go on the other side.
You're in a cave and you start looking at this puddle of like mushroom and shrimp, and it like spells hello. And you're like, oh god.
Oh. All right, cool. So I'm gonna start kicking that off. So at the end of everyone's turn now, we'll put a little dot next to coming of age, and it will slowly tick down, and then it will happen. But that is my turn.
It's back to me then, right? Do I have to draw a
Pick
card?
any card.
All right. I want this card. Ooh, an ace of spades.
All right, so you have 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
1, an unexpected storm happens, but it changes our town for the better. Change the map if need be. Or one of the townsfolk declares an important truth about themselves. How does our town celebrate them? Happy Pride Month.
I know. Okay. Is Garrett a member of the town?
He's a friend of
Or
the
is
town.
he a friend?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't
it's our
care.
game. We can do what
I
we
don't think Garrett's gonna share a truth about himself. What if one of the little I don't know, the teenager shrimps or mushrooms, or maybe both of them. One of them comes out as queer. Pride Month. And
Gas.
I don't know. I know, right? Maybe like
I would like to call attention for just a hot second to the fact that all 3 of us are trans men.
oops.
You're right.
Okay.
I don't know.
We've had the
Well,
hot
whatever.
second. We're good.
Okay. Anyway, how would we celebrate them? By like, oh no, a mushroom and or a shrimp is queer. I guess it could maybe be a part of the coming of age ceremony that is in the near future. Or they could throw a little bit of a banger as well. A pre-banger banger? Like another party? because I just really think that these shrimps and mushrooms are
They throw parties all the time.
yeah. Now that they have Garrett's little
Okay.
keychain that like has multiple colors on it, they've just gone batshit. Yeah.
I'm putting a rainbow over the shoe.
Good.
Yeah, the shoe.
It's the gay shoe.
They have a,
It's the gay
they have a
shoe.
gay party.
The Nike swoosh, except it's rainbow.
Excellent.
No.
I think that's rainbow capitalism. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that's like
Oh, is
happened.
that bad? It's okay. But what if I want Converse with rainbows on them?
I mean,
I
you
put
can
rainbow
get-
shields in my Converse.
Yeah,
one time.
you can do
How's that?
rainbows on your purchased items. That's
I'll
fine.
paint them myself. Yeah. It's true. I could do that. I'm an artist. I have paint. What?
I've been
It's my
thinking
game.
about
It's
beating
sitting-
my
it's-
vans.
Beating your vans?
Yeah,
Beating.
with
Not like
beads.
beating. Yeah,
Beads.
okay. You should do that. That would be fun.
I just need to get the right colors of beads. But
That would be incredibly native of you to do.
I
beating your
do
vans.
tend to be incredibly native.
Yeah. In a good way, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think there's a bad way to be incredibly native.
yeah. But I just wanted to be clear. That would be cool. What would you put on your vans? A rainbow.
I was thinking about the trans flag,
Yeah, you could do that as well.
but again, I gotta get the right colors of beads.
The gender colors, if you
I
will.
don't have a whole lot of options right now, sadly. Someday,
Mhm.
someday I'll have more beads.
Beads.
Okay, well,
Cool.
now
So
we
I've had
have
our
a
little-
gay shrimp and
party
a
and-
mushroom. Yeah.
It's a shrimp and a mushroom. They came out together.
They're dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna put this shrimp with this. Ah, not
And the shrimp is supported by their seeing eye fish friend.
This
Yeah.
shrimp and this mushroom are kissing.
Aw.
Good.
There we go. Excellent.
Now it feels like we're watching a wedding ceremony.
No, they're just having a fun party. It's okay.
Okay, sure.
Awesome. So, Colin, you can also now grow or change a feature, have a friend visit, or start a new event. And the current event of the coming of age ceremony will continue to count down anyway. But you can kick off another event if you want.
Why not? You know, maybe Garrett's been here a year, and it's Garrett Day again soon.
How many weeks away is that?
I can pick.
Yep, 1 to 6 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Let's go. It's Garrett Day. We gotta get ready.
What do we have to do to prepare for Garrett Day?
I don't know.
Do
we
we
have
need
to like?
we need
dress
to
up as
feed
Garrett.
him? Do we need to feed him?
I mean, does he need food after a year? Is that like something that he would require?
No,
you think?
he's just
Do
super
humans
prepared. He
eat?
Do humans
What do
eat?
humans eat?
What do they eat? Fish? Shrimp?
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms? Oh no.
Huh.
So they're going to sacrifice
No,
You
this is
have
not a
mushrooms.
game, Colin.
to Garrett. Okay, it's cozy. It's cozy. They're going to use the bounty of their
They have a
community
communal
garden
garden.
to feed Garrett.
Yeah, they have.
They're not going to give up a few of their citizens to.
There's
to
not
help
going to be
Garrett
any
out.
lottery.
It's not going to Hunger Games.
Alright, games.
I
That's
mean,
not what I
Garrett's
meant when I
hungry.
said lottery, but okay.
What do you mean?
There was that short story, the lottery. Doesn't matter. We'll move on.
Oh, but I'm really interested. It's fine. I think I probably have read it in
Probably.
language
Yeah.
arts class. It's one of those things that then sounds like they'd enjoy pushing. Anyway, yeah, so we just have to harvest the bounty of Garrett's garden. Or not harvest Garrett's garden crops, but like harvest the garden crops to give to Garrett on a plate to feed him after a
It's a
year.
very small plate.
Yeah.
I'm
Where
a
did we get the
little-
plate from?
Where,
The pottery.
pottery.
Yes, I made the plate. Exciting. That's part of the gift. He can have the plate as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's like when you get someone
It's
that
like
a
this
hand
A little
big.
hat.
It's a very small little plate.
It will protect his head from stalactites.
Oh, I'm drawing
So
a
that's
card
2
now.
weeks away. All right, so we got to start cropping and choosing what plate we want to use,
Or making it brand new.
or making it brand new. Yeah, we got to design the plate,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can take it to the painter to get it painted.
Yeah.
I'm into this.
Solid.
Is it still rainbow capitalism if we paint it with gay color?
I don't think that's not
We're
capitalism.
not making money off it.
Okay, if it's a gift, it's not capital. Okay.
I don't think they have capitalism in this beautiful little shrimp and mushroom.
You don't think they
Colony?
buy and exchange goods and services for
No.
money
No.
No.
or currency?
I think they
That's-
no.
exchange goods and services for friendship. I think they
agree.
just take
It's
care
our
of each
friends
other.
that
statement.
Yeah.
exchange goods and
They just
services.
take care of each other.
Mhm.
All right. I'm drawing a
Nice.
card.
Ooh.
I've got the King of Spades. Apparently, we're all hearts and spades today.
Yeah. King of Spades is
We're drawing
Ooh.
high spades as well.
yeah. An official liaison is elected. Who are they, and how do they serve our town?
Well,
Ooh.
clearly, this is an election for after the end of the coming of age ceremony. So they've elected the queer mushroom who came out to serve as their official ambassador to the shrimp village in the water.
Mm,
This is a good choice. Good option.
I feel like after the coming of age ceremony, they're going to officially step in and take that role and serve as, an official who is respected and loved in both communities.
Mhm.
very. I'm putting a crown on that mushroom so we remember which mushroom it is.
Our ruler.
It's
I
like a
don't
fun
think
party.
they lead the mushrooms. They're just important.
Anyway. Do they have tithes for
No.
They
No
don't.
ti-
They
right,
don't. They
no
don't have
tithes.
money.
no money, no
They
tithes?
don't need money. They're beyond money.
Okay, that
Just
is
like
true.
hanging out with their boyfriend.
Yeah.
Good with their family. Lovely. All right. Then event time is ticked down, and you can either change a feature, introduce a friend, or start off another event.
So I think it's time for the insects to come and properly, start talking with and meeting the people of the um, of the mushroom and shrimp town, and
Mhm.
maybe they sort of start trading more plants for the mushrooms to grow. So I think the beetles are introducing themselves. The water gliders and other insects are introducing themselves as being, proper neighbors and friends.
And I hope
They wanna
they're
build a
walking on their
relationship.
back legs
Yes.
like people,
Yes.
and they have their little arms folded.
Yes. They've got
They're
their,
going like
their
that.
little two sets of arms that make it really easy for them to carry plants over to their new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a total like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you want to chuck an icon on the map for us, for our little
I
beetle
will
friends?
sort that out. Yes.
And as part of this action, to introduce a friend to the town, you have to narrate one of the townsfolk who leaves for a while. Where do they go? What do they do? And if it'll take them a while to come back, you can write that down on the map too. Ooh, look at this lovely.
I have to narrate someone leaving. Oh boy. So I think that one of the mushroom gardeners, or maybe a couple of them, are actually going to go to the Beetle Town and take some of their crops over there.
Nice.
We're just going to exchange crops and help each other out.
They're going to visit the beetle village.
Yes. Teach each other how to, grow these things and cultivate them.
Nice. They'll probably come back with a lot more knowledge as well about beetle plants.
For sure.
So that's cool. Ooh,
More
back to me.
cultural exchange.
We
Look
love
at us
cultural
go.
exchange.
We do.
I got a diamond.
Gasp!
Yay.
Someone comes to our town seeking a mentor / teacher. How does the town help? Teacher. Someone comes to the town from outside. Okay. There is, from outside the cave, comes a little, one of those little crabs with the shell, or
The hermit
ones
crab?
that like dig into the sound.
A hermit crab. No.
Is it a
A
hermit
horseshoe crab?
Maybe. I'm not sure. It's a little crab with the shell, and it's very cute.
You mean
All
like one of
crabs have
those tiny
shells.
beach crabs?
Yeah,
That are just
tiny
like,
beach crab.
yeah. Like, you don't mean the detached shells, just like a regular crab that goes. doo.
Or do you mean one of the crabs that lives in a seashell?
What Scotty said.
That's a hermit crab, yeah.
Okay, hermit crab. Cool. A
He
hermit
has
crab
his own
arrives
kind.
and
Hello.
is seeking a mentor or
Toes.
teacher not in toes.
Sorry. Tilly showed me her toes. She stretched them out and went, yeah.
Look, Dad. I reckon he is seeking a teacher in art and has been wanting to like decorate his shell for a while. And look at the baby. And so he's looking for an art teacher. And we do have a resident artist, and I reckon art has spread a bit more like in combination with the pottery place, and so there's a couple folks around that are able to spare some time and help out this hermit crab.
Mhm.
It's the only hermit crab available. Yes. There are a couple people. I imagine like a couple of different people volunteer and they're like, oh, I like to use this kind of paint. I like to use this kind of paint. And yeah,
I'm sure
teaching...
our lovely society of mushrooms and shrimps makes their own paint.
Totally. And then for my action after that, I am going to... I think, the town gets a real creative vibe going, and some of the teenagers come together. So the move I'm taking is grow or change a feature of the town. And a couple of the teenagers that are kind of getting all nostalgic about their shoe parties, knowing that they're going to like come of age soon, and they decide to like paint the outside of the shoe.
Aw.
Garrett's never getting that shoe back.
Probably
I mean,
not.
it's got a lot of fungus in it now.
Yeah.
So you don't want athlete's foot.
They paint the outside of the shoe. I'm just painting this shoe.
What are we painting it?
I'm painting it the trans colors.
Oh. It's already got some pink on there.
They paint the shoe. Ta-da!
Yay.
Cool. And then timers go down. It's Garrett Day, everybody.
Gas.
No one freak out.
Yay.
All right, now we narrate Garrett Day. How does it go? What's happening? What's the plate look like?
God.
And the hermit crab's here. Good timing.
The plate
Is it?
looks tie-dye. The plate looks tie-dye. It's a rainbow tie-dye plate.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Because Garrett was wearing a tie-dye shirt the first day he came into town.
He was, definitely. He also had a man bun.
Yes, Garrett had a man bun and was wearing a tie-dye shirt.
Yeah.
I'm glad we know
shorts.
Garrett so
Yes.
well now. Yeah. And it's got just so many nice colors that match the tie-dye, like of like garden crops, like tiny itty bitty tomatoes, question mark. I don't know if you can get tomatoes
There are
that small.
tomatoes now. You said it, it's real.
Yeah,
And like
we now have the tiny tomatoes.
they're like the size of like microscopic. But you know, Garrett gets a few. And lettuce.
It's probably a very small meal for Garrett, but it's the thought that counts. This whole town loves him and has been thinking of him. And that's what really matters.
And hopefully Garrett will be able to get a decent sized meal before next
like-
Garrett Day rolls around.
I feel like Garrett knows how to get food, but just appreciates that the mushrooms.
He's the reason there's only a few towns around. He has to.
I feel like
Or-
that's
No.
not the case. I feel like
No.
probably what the case is he's been, coming and going from this town, building himself a little cottage nearby, a little log cabin in the mountains, since he doesn't think he's going to be able to leave for some time. And
Oh,
starting
that
a little
makes sense.
farm, because even if he can't leave, he's made some friends so he can live nearby.
So maybe Garrett can return the gift of food with an actual sized tomato.
That's huge.
I know.
Where would we even put it?
I don't know. Maybe by the Yeti cup.
Oh yeah.
It's a memorial to Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That hermit crab is also decently sized. Like, look at that guy. He's like,
I bet the
He's a
hermit
guy.
crab could eat it, the big tomato.
yeah, we can give it to the hermit crab if we want to.
I'm not sure what hermit crabs eat in real life,
They
but
eat
hermit crabs
anything.
eat tomato in this.
They eat anything, I'm
Alright.
sure. You remember the coconut crabs?
No.
No, they're basically hermit crabs, but they're too big to have like shells, and they eat coconuts, and they're known for eating like anything. They think that's what got Amelia Earhart. They think
Oh yeah, that's right.
she fell
Coconut
on a
crabs.
coconut crab island, and the coconut crabs got her.
Dang.
I know, but
Happy Garrett Day, everybody.
happy Garrett
We've
Day!
done it. We've celebrated Garrett.
Yay!
Yay, Garrett. All right. Well, that feels like a good place to take a quick break. Happy Garrett Day, everybody. Celebrate by eating a tomato. And we
Apply
will
some
be
salt
back.
to it if you want.
Good, just
Garlic
add-
salt.
I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally set us on break before we were ready to set on break.
Oh no,
Um,
it's okay. That's fine.
But
My
yeah,
Wi-Fi is
so
being exceptionally spotty,
oh no.
but that's okay.
So we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Get some water, eat a tomato, hug a Garrett. Bye. meant to do the video. I'm gonna get used to having to load up the videos before I start the stream live again. Hi everyone, we're back. Welcome back to Compass Rose Productions playing Cozy Town. Yeah. Hi.
Cozy Town. It's very nice. There are mushrooms. And
Cozy.
shrimp,
It's real chill.
and one random human. There's a beetles as well. That's
Yeah,
a new addition.
there are beetles. We do
And a
like
crab.
the beetles.
Tomato.
And our hermit crab friend.
And little boats. I
Yes.
forgot about the little boats.
I like the little boats. The little boats are important, I think.
Mhm.
If you're gonna live
Agreed.
on a pond, you need to have boats. Boats.
True.
Boats.
Hmm.
There's a train passing through my neighborhood. I can hear it, just barely.
I'm really proud that I haven't gotten any sirens yet. Not to flex or anything, but the ambulances haven't interrupted us tonight. But I think it was my turn where we
Mhm.
left off, so I can
The car.
do my duty. A 4 of diamonds. Oh. 4 of diamonds.
Alrighty. You have
Mhm.
2 prompts to choose from. First one. The townsfolk discover a treasure. How does it change our town? Change the map if need be. Or someone from a royal family visits our town. Who are they and why did they come to visit?
Clearly, I have to go with the latter. I'm just trying to think about. I think. Okay, so from deep and dark within the caves, I think something weird shows up. It's kind of scuttly. I don't know what it is or what it could be. I think it's just some kind of eldritch monstrosity, and it's from a royal. It could be like maybe it's a centipede. I think it's a centipede, a cave centipede
Okay.
with no
Okay.
eyes. And it's gonna scuttle up. I don't know why it's here. I think it probably heard about the fun that everyone was having, and especially about the fun tinkling music, sentient sounds, and it wanted to get involved with the listening of those sounds and maybe figuring out how to get some of the sound back to its own town, back.
It
That's
wants
deeper
to
in the
invites
cave.
the sentient sounds to come visit.
Yeah, basically, it wants to be a liaison between the sentient sounds and the centipede town.
Nice. Do you want to check a centipede somewhere? A royal centipede? Is this like a prince or a monarch or like a king or a baron?
Probably just like maybe like a prince or something. Like not like the king itself is coming, but
Mhm.
prince hanging out.
Prince,
Like, hey,
prince centipede.
yeah.
Nice. Cute. All right. You can check that on the map, and then you can either grow or change an existing feature, introduce a new friend, or kick off another event. You did mention the tinkling lights, so maybe time for the.
Yeah, I'm not really finding any good centipede clip art,
Oh no.
but I'll go ahead and put like a little spider or something, or like a moth.
You could just
or-
draw a line and put legs on it.
I can draw a centipede that's correct. I will do my best.
Excellent.
Alrighty, this guy.
He's so skinny.
No, I'm thinking him up, don't worry.
Oh, he's thick. Okay, there we go.
He's in the water, but that's okay. I'm gonna take a while on these legs.
We'll come back. We'll come back to the.
Yeah, right. So I think introducing the centipedes as a friend would be fine, just so we can get a repertoire going with the tinkling sounds. And I mean, if they want to do something together to introduce one another, that would be fine. Like maybe a little a higher, like a fancier dance party than what's happening in the shoe,
Right.
like a ball
Where
or
will
something.
where we host it though?
I don't know.
Maybe in the cup?
I think the cup could be good for acoustics.
I can't hear you, Scotty.
I can't either.
I muted my microphone and didn't unmute it because the train's coming through and it's loud. I was saying, isn't the cup the school?
It is.
Yeah, but like, after hours on a weekend, right? We clear stuff out.
I feel like it would be
Right.
like that would be a fine place for a fundraiser or something of this, like like a little banquet type thing. We can eat the tomato there.
Yeah, and it's right there, so you know what.
Yeah,
Just,
they don't even have to move.
The hermit crab can help them roll the tomato into the cup.
Or it
Yeah,
can
if
like
I
chop
need-
up little bits.
Is the hermit crab a chef now?
No, it's just chopping things.
He's
he
just
can help
helping.
himself.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's just helpful. Okay.
Just using his pincers to good effect. I'm gonna
I
get
don't
some
know.
like fairy lights for this
Can we move
high-class
this
party
guy?
that we're doing.
Oh, we can. Wait, I'd have to be careful about this. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to move him. Oh God. Anyway,
Just
I
leave
think
the
he's just
centipede
gonna-
where he is.
he's gonna stay there, but he's in spirit inside the cup having fun. Yeah, some nice lights. And he can give like a diplomatic speech about a union between two towns.
Set up trade. Make a
Two
trade route.
thriving towns.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It'll be fast with centipedes. They go fast with all of their legs.
So many legs.
100 of them or more.
Or like they lose one. Also,
Amputee centipede. I feel so bad for him.
It'll be fine.
Alright,
He's
and
got
then we
extra
count
legs to make
down.
up for it.
then we do counting down of the events, and the coming of age ceremony is here.
Gasp.
Dang! Wow, the centipede prince is here.
Wow.
I feel like the stakes are suddenly raised a little bit.
They've gotta pull this off,
Okay, so I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we talked about the mushrooms being bioluminescent at the beginning. What if they don't get their glow until the coming of age ceremony?
I dig it. And that's why they can party so often, because it's like they're dark and like you can't actually, because if they were glowing, the parents would be like, there they are. But they can party all the time because they're dark. No one can see them.
Mm-hmm.
And their glow, the color of their glow, depends on who they are. Like as a person.
So,
What color are you gonna
so
get?
the queer mushroom gonna be rainbow.
Sure.
Thank you. I don't know. I like that. Is there a hierarchy to the glow colors?
I don't
Or-
think so. That would suck.
Okay.
A hierarchy would
suck.
suck. We're not
That
going to
would.
do that. We're not going to
I
make a
agree.
caste system in our fun little party community of mushrooms and shrimp.
I'm sorry.
They're just friends.
I'm gonna try and tone down my realness.
We don't have to make things like real life. This can be a fantasy world where everybody is happy and nobody's mistreated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give these mushrooms different colors.
that's good.
Mushrooms.
Does the centipede prince think of our coming of age celebration?
I think he's probably jealous. All of these fun colors and all of these
I thought he was blind.
Oh right, with all of this cool music? Question mark? I don't know. I don't think they have as cool parties at
Nice,
the
man.
in the Centipede Kingdom. I think they generally have like your bureaucratic like balls and stuff that are very organized.
Right.
And
He knows
boring.
maybe a little bit about like cutting loose.
Yeah, maybe he can go and have fun with this ceremony. I'm sure there's an after party as well because this is the mushrooms
Mushroom.
that we're talking about.
Yeah. And the shrimp. Oh, the shrimp.
Oh,
What
we
happens
need
to
like
the
one
though?
shrimp. It needs like a cup of water. They can have it in the like tube in the cup.
Like a
The
straw,
shrimp,
a big
yeah.
straw.
Because this is like the school area, so they can just walk back and forth and interact. It'll be okay.
So
No
the
mushrooms
mushrooms
can.
get their glow at the coming of age ceremony. What happens to the shrimp at the coming of age ceremony?
What if the shrimp
They're-
also glow?
Yes, I'm here for it.
That and
Glowing
what if
shrimp.
they're also like united
See
with
the
their
gills.
seeing eye fish
Oh yeah, there's like
friends?
a commitment
Yeah,
ceremony to like commit to their
like we're
seeing eye
homies,
fish.
you know? Yeah,
Wolf?
both is good.
I said boof. Chewy's making noises.
Oh, he's making good
Do
noises.
you need to go
Yeah.
outside? The old man wants to go outside. Thankfully, Michael is here and can take him outside. Go on, Chewy.
Excellent.
Go on. Go with him.
I've made
Good
all the
boy.
shrimp tails glow.
That's very nice.
And I'll get them some fishy friends. Fishy, fishy, fishy friend. Fishy, fishy, fish. And have this fish, and this fish, this fish. Wait, how many shrimp are there in the cup?
6.
6. Okay, I need 6 fish. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like that little pink one.
What?
They're all buddied up with their fish. Mhm.
That's nice. That's wholesome.
Okay. So whose turn was that? Was that Scotty's turn? Or
That was
Colin's turn?
I think it was the end of my turn, so the beginning of Scotty's turn.
Yeah. Okay, I will draw a card. I will draw a card. I got a 2 of spades. We're never gonna see a club. There are no clubs. Just spades and diamonds and hearts.
All right, you have 2 options. 1, a warrior visits our town seeking our help. How do we bring charm and sweetness to their lives? Or someone is afraid. How do the townsfolk help them? What did they need to overcome their fear? Interesting.
Well, what if outside the cave there are these flowers that, you know, they just got out of a big war and they're trying to figure out what to do with their lives now in peace. Because if you've been in war for too long, you don't know how to live in peace anymore. And they need, like, they send their greatest warrior to go visit this settlement in the cave that they've heard of that is peaceful and happy, find out how they do it. Because if you don't know how to do something, you have to go learn, obviously. So a flower warrior has come to the village to try and, you know, seek out ways to exist in peace and harmony.
Lovely.
That's wholesome.
What kind of flower?
Mm-hmm.
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
Okay.
What does a chamomile flower? Oh, I searched
a
chamomile
little
and
white
it gave me
flower.
a flower.
Yeah.
It's this.
Aw.
How big is the flower in comparison to everything else?
Chamomile tends to be very skinny and tall. So, probably significantly larger than most of the mushrooms. Probably about the same size as the hermit crab. Hermit crab friend.
There.
Fantastic.
Warrior chamomile.
Enjoying some cool puddle water.
Mhm.
Gotta get those nutrients.
How are we going to tell this flower to move on? Live in peace.
He can learn to paint, he can learn pottery, he can learn gardening. You know,
He can have a massive party
yeah.
if he wants to.
Lots of other things to do with one's time than fight.
Yes. Just have to find those things. I think it's time to kick off the Festival of Sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Festival of Sound requires building lots of things like, you know, wind chimes, drums, you know, little stringed instruments, little harps and things. Lots of, you know, musical instruments for the mushrooms and the shrimps and their visitors to use. So that they can make music in order to, you know, converse with the sentient sounds as they pass through.
Mm-hmm.
So is the goal like conversation or like is it celebration?
The goal is it's celebration because the sentient sounds are their friends, but it's also conversation because this is how they get the news of the world. The sentient sounds bring them news of the world beyond their cave, their little home.
And while they're at that, the Prince Centipede can figure out how that's done so he can talk to the sentient sounds as well. Yeah.
The prince would be good on the drums.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just give him a xylophone.
Let him walk around in a circle on just like a snare drum.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. Yeah.
So how many weeks do you reckon that'll take?
Well, they've got a lot of things to make, so it's probably going to take them at least 3 weeks. I would say probably 4 to make everything they need.
Alrighty. 4 weeks till the Festival of Sound. And is the prince going to stick around that long, or is he going to go and come back?
He might go and come back and bring more centipedes.
Yep.
And anything else that's in the centipede village that could be useful during the Festival of Sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they might have stuff for instruments as well.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. All right. My turn now after Scotty? Yeah.
I believe so.
Alrighty. 10 of diamonds. So I have 2 options. 1, an amazing amount of abundance comes to our town. How does it change our town? Change the map if need be. Or an entire family moves into our town. Who are they? How does our town welcome them? I'm going to do the second one. And I want to say an entire family of flowers moves in. The warrior has kind of been sending word home to the little garden patch where they live, little spot of wildflowers. And there's a family who I think was maybe hit pretty hard by the war, and like the soil that they've kind of been set up in got quite damaged. So they're looking for a fresh start. So yeah, I'm gonna say a family of flowers moves in. And where should I put them?
Probably by the other flower.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe. Little patch of flowers.
Big family. I just like all of these icons.
Yeah, they're pretty good icons. Lovely.
Nice. So this family of flowers moves in. How does the town welcome them? I reckon there's like a big sort of like welcome sort of orientation thing with like the fish and the squid coming in and showing them around the water areas and like where they could set up if they wanted to. And the mushrooms kind of saying hi and like, oh, this is my favorite soil, or like this is where I like to grow, and giving them like showing them the lay of the land because it's a different environment to what they're used to.
I mean, there has to be a house raising too. They have to help build a home for these flowers to live in, obviously.
Like
You can't just
level
let people
out
do that on their own.
Get some
Very
dirt
true.
in there with
Mhm.
the pottery. Potter make some pots for the flowers to float in the water.
Yeah, a couple different pots, different sizes, shapes. You can offer to paint them as well. You can have a painting day. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a thinking of too many events that I want to start happening. But yes, we'll start with that. There's like a house raising, and everyone comes together to help the flower family settle in. Cool. And then for my turn, I want to have an event where like when the family first moved in, it was kind of like maybe it was a bit unexpected that this family was going to come to town, so everyone kind of came together and like put together these pots real quick, and like they weren't the best, but there's going to be an event later on to kind of spruce everything up and make it more homey, so like a more organized housewarming kind of thing. Cool. So I'm going to call it the flower housewarming. And I think they're going to want to do that sooner rather than later. And they're just going to come together, and it's going to take 2 weeks. All right. And then the Festival of Sound gets 1 week closer.
Maybe Garrett has some like UV grow lights.
He might.
Oh, yeah.
I bet he brought some solar panels with him for charging his phone and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he probably, juices up some battery packs, and then he can bring them in and power some things for the,
Or maybe he
little
can
city.
knock a hole in the ceiling in the right spot.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
so-
worry about that.
I don't know. I think knocking a hole.
He
in
gets
the
some
ceiling
mirrors
in a
and like
cave.
reflects.
That's true. Like do a really complicated mirror pattern from the entrance of the cave. I agree.
Like that
Or
mission
maybe
in the
they-
Secret World.
2 weeks.
Maybe they have like sun that you can carry because this is magic. So every once in a while, a flower comes back and forth, carries an orb of sunlight.
That's also very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Is it my turn now? Oh no. Yeah. A 6 of diamonds.
All right, you have 2 options. 1, our town sets up a place of learning. What is it? who are the students. Change the map if need be. And the second one is a traveling teacher visits our town. What do they teach? Who learns the most from this mentor?
Well, I think it may be necessary to pick the latter because I already did the first one. Or yeah, I think that was
Yeah, we
me.
kind of have it.
Something very similar to it, anyway.
I think it was the same options. I think.
Yeah, something about it. Cool.
I'm gonna say a teacher from the sentient tinkling sounds is going to come down and bestow upon anyone who is curious the best ways to like prepare for the festival and like contact them, etc., and kind of help people set up where the acoustics are and whatnot. Because that's still near. But yeah, and if the centipede's still here, or if not, he can get told by someone else, whatever the tinkling knowledge person says. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put some sound icons in different places.
You could look for music notes.
That is smart. Okay, use this one. And this one. Wait, this one has a love heart.
Gasp.
Aww.
I'm gonna put the love heart one over here. Can have here, bouncing off the pots and stuff. One here, and probably off the cup as well. Cool. Found the good music spots. Alrighty. So that was Colin introducing a teacher. That's exciting. Now you can change or grow an existing feature, have a friend visit the town, or start off another event. We've got two going. at the moment.
I think some of the Beatles might visit. They've heard of the music festival that's going to happen, and I think with the water beetles, that water ripples when there's a sound that's loud enough. I think they'd be intrigued to like be on the pond when that happens. So I think they're just going to be coalescing like the cicadas, just hanging out, waiting. Yeah.
Return, one of the townsfolk leaves for a while. Where do they go?
Oh no. I think the hermit crab might depart for a while. I don't know if he's. I think he found whatever he was looking for. And he's going to go back to the sea where he belongs.
No.
And he might come back and visit sometimes. But
Well, he made friends after all.
exactly. He can bring more hermit crabs when he comes back. Maybe he outgrew his shell and he needs to go find another shell.
Gotta go start a hermit crab conga line.
Yeah, basically. When he comes back, he's like got a giant shell. And that's fine. Yeah.
Nice. Put the countdown on our events. Next week is the flower house warming. So
Boy, howdy.
Scotty's turn.
Let's see here.
What do we got?
A queen of clubs.
We got a club. Is it our first club?
It's the very first club.
All right. And the Queen of Clubs says, a famous athlete moves in and joins the community. Who are they and how do they serve our town?
Garrett's friend John Cena.
So-
I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No. My plan was a rabbit comes visiting. A rabbit who's just so good at weightlifting.
Interesting.
With his front
Not
legs
long
or his
jump.
hind legs?
Weightlifting. Front legs.
It's like a jacked rabbit.
Yes.
Like a Dorito-shaped rabbit.
Yes.
A jacked
Okay.
rabbit.
Yes.
You just know.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So we have a rabbit. coming in
Jack the jacked rabbit.
Yes. This
how do
rabbit.
they serve out?
They are going to help move some things around to better accommodate the acoustics necessary for the Festival of Town. They came to see what all the hubbub in here was because, you know, there's colors, there's lights, there's sound. What's happening? So they came to see what was going on, and then they ended up making friends, and now they're helping to prepare for the Festival of Sound.
All of these rabbits icons, most of these rabbit icons are terrifying.
Rabbits are terrifying.
I agree.
I feel like these two are the best. Which one do you like?
That second one probably.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
There's
I
more
feel like
weight
that's the
on that
better one.
upper arm.
It's gonna be quite large, eh?
Yeah.
Where
Big
does this
big ol' rabbit. He can.
And have we found a himbo?
Chill out up here-ish. Just kind of making room wherever he can. Trying not to step on his new friends.
Trying his best.
If Garrett can manage it, he can manage it.
Garrett
That's true.
probably keeps a safe distance. Can imagine him just like sitting alongside
He sort of lays
the
down
puddle.
in the cave to watch everyone.
Is Garrett making all of this up in his head? Is this the... It was all a dream. It's at the ending. Anyway. I don't think it was the ending. That's very unsatisfying.
So we have a new rabbit in town. Excellent.
We have a
So
new
now
rabbit
you
in
can
town.
also grow or change a feature, have a friend visit, or start off a new event.
So I think that there's a little earthquake. It's not a big one. It's not gonna break anything, but there's a little earthquake, and I think that it expands the livable like ground space of you know the actual island part of the pond, and expands the pond just a little bit too. So now there's a little bit more room for this village that's been growing to continue growing. Just a little more space for everyone.
Then, countdown timer. The flower housewarming is here.
Yay.
Alright, so part of the flower housewarming was making everything a bit nicer, so we built them a bit more of a bed. Button bed there to be comfortable in. Yeah. And then we can have a little bridge between their little flower bed and the main area there. What else happens as part of this housewarming?
I think they have to sing a little ditty to the flowers. I don't know what kind of ditty it would be, but they're all getting into the music festival vibes. They've got to
That's next week.
practice their songs, yeah.
Lovely. I'm imagining like lots of like painting the flower pots, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Probably bringing scraps from plants to nourish the soil for the flowers.
Mm.
Little leaves that have fallen off and things like that.
Is this a hydroponic system that we've just created?
Have we?
I think so.
I don't know enough about hydroponics to say yes or no.
Well, the waste from like aquatic creatures or gives nutrients to the flowers, which are like they need water, so it grows a lot better. I think we've done it.
Yeah, kind of. We sure have.
Mhm.
I was just thinking we've also made a rave cave.
A what? A what?
A rave cave. A
Where?
shrimp rave. I don't know if you've noticed, but they're all colorful. And there's music. We made a rave cave.
This town is just like such a cool place to hang out.
It's just a little
If
party
these
all the
shrimp-
time.
If these shrimps could wear
Party
crop
all day,
tops, they'd wear crop tops.
I
But sadly, they're
invite you
shrimp,
to
so they don't
draw,
have any
to draw a
midriff.
crop top on one of these shrimp.
Let me zoom in really far. Oh, that's not the wrong tab. I don't want to zoom in on the stream. Okay.
While you're doing
Alright.
that, I drew the 8 of Hearts, which has 2 prompts. Either there's a new place that can help tired and cranky townsfolk recharge and feel better. What is it? Change the map if need be. Or someone in our town leaves looking for answers. Who are they? What are they looking for? How did our town help them prepare for the journey? Okay, hear me out on this one. What if the shoe gains sentience and decides to leave?
What's he looking for?
Well,
Looking for answers because, like, you know, for the first part of its life, it was a shoe, it was hanging out with Garrett a lot, walking around exploring, and now it's kind of been hanging here, being like a cool party place to live. And now it's like, well, what else could I be? Like, the party thing was kind of unexpected, and it got like painted. There was a cute like mushroom prom and coming out party that he hosted, so sort of that it hosted. So yeah, it's interested in what else could be out there. And I think it wants to, because Garrett comes and goes a lot. I reckon it wants to go speak to Garrett a bit more at his cabin and
rebuild their relationship.
yeah, maybe.
Why did you leave me, Garrett? Yeah.
Yeah. So the party shoe is gonna leave.
I did draw a crop top on one of the shrimp.
Where? Which one?
It's this one.
Where? Oh, there. Oh, nice. It's green crop top.
Barely. It's very small.
I mean, it's a small shrimp, so.
Oh no, I moved the. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, the shoe decides to leave the town, and I imagine some of the teenagers are a bit sad, but you know, I feel like they get
I mean,
it.
there was a coming of age ceremony, so mostly the teenagers have migrated outside of that shoe, I'd assume.
I'm sure there are
'Cause
no
that was the-
teenagers.
There aren't any teenagers after one teenager has graduated. What? No. There's not any continuity in time or in population. No. There's no one younger than the people who just became adults. Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's fine. You can't. I think is the shoe trans. Do y'all think?
It's
Maybe. Maybe it just wants to figure that out.
Wants to be a left shoe.
Wants to find its own identity.
Doesn't want to be either left shoe or right shoe. Somewhere in the middle. Anyway.
And then I'm going to. I think so. We have this tomato here, which has mostly been eaten. But I think that sort of more tomatoes have started to grow up around it.
It's got little children, little baby tomatoes. Oh my goodness. Look at the little polka dot tomatoes.
There they are. So the tomato crop is growing here in this community.
Bountiful harvest this year.
This year's Garrett's taken is going to be awesome.
I know. He's going to have actual size tomatoes.
All because he happened to bring one.
And
Funny
then
how
time ticks down. Festival of Sound is here.
Gasp.
Yay.
So the sentient tinkling sounds are here. We've got a couple of instruments and we've made more. What instruments do we have? We had drums.
Kazoo? I think we have a kazoo.
We have a kazoo. Cool. Wind chimes. I feel like wind chimes.
Well, centipedes are back, and they brought snare drums that they go on.
Into it. I feel like that's a good array of musical instruments, and it all like echoes off the cave.
It would be like a tin can or something that people can yell into.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yell in. And so this is like when we get news of the outside world from the tinkling sounds, right? Like any particular news this year?
I think the most important news is that the flower settlement is now flourishing a little bit. It's growing a little bit. It's expanding. They're learning how to exist. Yeah, they've started painting. They are actually learning how to spin thread.
Ooh.
I think
local spiders.
That's nice. I think Garrett's found a friend. Yes, it's true, but I think someone else was lost in the mountains and found Garrett's cabin and was like, "Hey, homie, can I stay here?" He was like, "Yeah, sure, man." And whatever happens, happens. But now he has companionship, and he will not be alone in the mountains with little creatures.
Nice.
Alone in the mountains with only mushroom, shrimp, a rabbit, a hermit crab, a centipede, some beetles, and his shoe for companionship.
I really like the angle that like Garrett has just like he's gone a little bit bonkers and he's like, okay, these are my friends. This tomato, this shoe, this rabbit, this buff,
no.
you know, like as one does. But now it's all over. Garrett has a friend that we hope is real. Yes.
You've taken this for a dark turn.
I'm sorry. I didn't come. I was unprepared for this stream. I don't think that I was alerted. It was a cozy, happy.
I said it was called Cozy Town.
I know, but like, how cozy is Cozy Town?
It's cozy.
Pretty damn cozy. But yeah, maybe Garrett doesn't come back to visit so much anymore. 'Cause he's got a human friend with whom it's more easy to communicate.
And
I feel like
when
the
he does
mushrooms
visit, he can
are
bring
largely-
his new friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I reckon the mushrooms are largely happy for Garrett.
Mhm.
And maybe he just visits on Garrett Day now.
It's important. He has to make an appearance for that at least.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I think he understands the importance of this.
Mhm. Was it my turn?
What happened? Where did we just go then? Oh,
I
the
don't-
Festival of Sound.
Yeah, we just finished the Festival of Sound. I don't.
I think that's
Actually,
a
honestly,
really
that's
nice
honestly, yeah, that's a good place to end. With
I
Garrett
agree.
finding a friend and the flowers, expanding their settlement, and the centipede prince making contact with the sentient sounds. Yeah. I think that's
Lovely.
that's a nice little happy little
It was
spot.
incredibly, an incredibly interesting summary that I did not think we would get. Oh yeah, the centipede prince, Garrett the mountain climber, etc., etc. The flower war. It was interesting.
Yeah, to see us out to end the game, we are encouraged to take a moment to bask in the story of our town, behold our map fondly.
It's a rave cave. We made a rave cave.
And then we each share favorite moments from our. I think we played through a couple of months. Each card is a week. Played through a couple of months. Our favorite moment from these months, and share that.
My favorite was the mushroom and the shrimp coming out.
I was gonna say that.
Too bad I've stolen it from you. That's
Two
my
people
favorite.
can't have the same favorite thing.
I'm gonna cry. Gotta find a new favorite thing. Yeah, that was very nice and wholesome of them. And in theme of Pride Month, is it Critical Role specifically streaming a lot for Pride Month? Or no, you're not Critical Role. You're Compass Rose Productions.
Yeah, we're definitely
Difference.
not Critical
Oh.
Role.
That is my bad. You have the same CR. I don't know.
We're
anyway.
CRP. There's a difference.
Compass Rose Productions is streaming a lot during Pride Month.
We sure
for
are.
a reason. Because we're all gay. You're all gay. Probably.
We are certifiably all queer.
Certified. You have your
Yeah, we have our gay
registration.
cards. We have our
Your
gay cards.
license and registration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also enjoyed when the flowers overcame the trauma of being, in a war, and then they learned how to do things. I also think that the chamomile and the prince centipede have a future together.
Yeah.
I do, because look, they're both line art.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my standing, and maybe the rabbit if we have to. But
They can
Yeah.
be a nice
What
little
the-
polyamorous relationship.
I agree. They like music a lot, probably. Yeah.
Line Art Unite. My favorite bit. I liked the coming of age ceremony and that all the mushrooms get their glow when they come of age, and that the shrimp they just also glow. That's just
Yeah.
how it is, and they get their little fish buddy. Thought that was all very neat.
Very neat.
Cool. So, thank you very much, everybody, for coming along with us while we created this cozy little town of mushrooms and shrimp and fish and so much more inside this cave with a little body of water. This game has been Cozy Town by Jamila Nedjadi of Sword Queen Games. You can follow them at Temporal Hiccup on Twitter, and their itch store is also Temporal Hiccup. Oh, is it Temporal Hiccup or is it Sword Queen? Yeah, it's temporalhiccup.itch.io. And these links will be on our Compass Rose Twitter at the very least, if they're not in chat as well. But yes, we'll make sure that you have access to these links because Jamie is an incredible creator. So yes, go follow him everywhere. Keep an eye on what they're doing. And yes, so I do realize that we did play this game slightly wrong. We were meant to separate the cards into suits and we didn't, but
Oh, whoops.
that was on me and it went fine. So if you want to play this game, as you can see, you can play it however you like, really, with the game. So with the game as a guide to just build the coziest, nicest place to live.
Like a rave cave full of shrimps and mushrooms.
Like a rave cave. For example,
A very
shrimp
damp
rave.
place. The coziest damp cave that you'll ever find.
If you like being slightly moist, you
Like
might just
mushrooms.
like this this rave cave. Well, thanks for joining us. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing some Arcade Spirits. I think Colin is joining me for that. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Saturday we've got, you know, Everyone Dice, Free Skies, as we do most Saturdays. And, you know, next week is a whole new plethora of fun and interesting, stuff. Like, you know, more Wonder Home on, Wednesday. Logan's gonna be preparing for Paris on Thursday. And I'm going to be running Glitter Hearts next Friday. So, you know, check that out. We've got our giveaway details on our Twitter page. So if you're interested in possibly winning a set of dice and a game, or the grand prize of a set of dice, a bigger set of dice, a dice vault, and a game, go check out our Twitter to see what's up with that giveaway. We do have a series of goals that can be accomplished to unlock extra prize pots. So you're not unlocking extra entries to win, but you are adding extra winners. If you do things like donate to one of a handful of charities and show us proof that you've donated. Nope, my brain left.
Follow us on
Combined,
various places.
follow us various places. Combined likes and views on the first episode of Everyone Dice Free Skies on YouTube. A couple of other goals. Like I said, it's all detailed in one of our Twitter posts, Twitter threads. So go look for those on Twitter at Compass Rose Pro. Yeah. I think that's everything. So, you know, happy Pride Month, and have a great night, and take care of each other. Bye, y'all.
Bye.